here. All right. Back on another tier list. I got my boy Ken. Hold on, let me pull this shit up. Boop. Boop. Don't worry about my shit white. Test the shit out. We got Ken, you know, right here. Right here. Megatron. That's when you say something.
Something. I am here. I am present. I
We have
am all
Sarge.
there.
Yeah.
We have T, who's on the phone. T, would you like to say something? I hate him. I hate him so much.
I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm old. Yeah. Bossing say fail. Yeah. Oh, that nigga. 1 second. Is my camera quite dead? No, it's not. Here, pick that out. Here. This in. Oop. I can't plug shit up. There it is. All right, T Diety then. Let's get back to this tier list. All right, first deck. Hunter Hunter. Killua. Not Killua. Tropica.
He's still decent,
I think it's
but he's
A.
still, yeah. He's not like you're not gonna see him everywhere, but he's if you see him in a matchup, there's a good chance of winning spots.
Uh,
On this
the way I
current.
see it is like
Go ahead.
he doesn't have he doesn't have as much to deal with like the new One Punch Man's being 10K. So it's like Kurapika just sits like slightly lower than it was last list, you know?
I will admit
The
that
impact version of the deck is good.
yes, the Impact version is like the only version you kind of play now. There's other builds of it, but the Impact version is the best. In this current meta, against One Punch Man and against Sukuna, it can beat both, but it has to be very, very fast and very, very aggressive. I would say low S, high A, probably the top of A, and the bottom of S. So I would be fine. We'll put it at A.
It's a it's A tier.
Yeah, I would say it's A tier.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's good an A. It's like a really strong mid range.
yeah.
So that's how I'm like seeing it.
So we're agreeing to being a high A.
Yeah,
Okay. Purple Bleach.
definitely A.
This is the one. This one and actually Hitsu guy. What the fuck is this? Seth Rogen. Um, these two are very interesting to me. Purple, I think is low S high A still. I think it's on the same tier as Karapika.
You
Um,
know, about purple is it takes more than one piece to really go off. Like, yeah, you can be after your raid, but then you need
yeah,
another card to help kill something.
true. But this deck also is just
So, and
a
this
deck that it can just
that
pop off and just fuck shit up.
purple, it could, but you can say that about every deck. The only purple bleach deck being seen is the Renji Ichigo with them.
Yeah,
Other than
decks.
that, it ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. He's like a B tier. Like he's
E
good,
tier.
but he's not in the meta right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Like he's going off meta.
I'm thinking about Renji Ichigo. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I would say he's yeah. Just his deck alone, yeah. I would say B.
What was that?
Sarge, anything any comments on it?
Are you going in and out? Are
What?
you going in and out? You going
I
in
went
the
I
same
went in
point?
and out. That's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
I say B. B. It's good, but it's not in the meta competitive right now.
Okay. Sarge, any comments?
So I say B.
What are we on?
We're on the purple what's the name deck? Byakuya deck.
Look, I've been really liking Demon Slayer, and that has just crushed every hope and dream. Like it's so good. Purple Bleach is just so good into it.
hmm
Uh,
Well,
I'm
well.
I'm personally like, nah, that deck's broken. It's not That thing counters everything I want to play right now.
So you're saying it's a good matchup against Demon Slayer? Hello. What is going on? My computer is taking a shit. Sweet. Hello? What the fuck just happened? Hello? Okay, there it is. My computer just literally took a shit. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, my computer just took a shit. I don't know what the fuck just happened. So
Okay.
we're saying hi B.
Yeah. Well,
You're
I
a little
mean, I
choppy.
yeah.
Okay, y'all all talked at once.
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm here.
All right. Somebody got it. It got choppy. All right.
Yeah, y'all all talked at once. That's what it was.
Should we? I was gonna say, should we take a minute for everyone to get resituated?
Situationed.
Unsituationed.
All right.
So I say Bakuyo's B tier because it's not in the meta right now.
Okay. Hitsugaya slash Kenpachi.
Hitsugaya, I believe, is good if it can get the freeze play off early game, especially against the Saitama builds.
Yeah, I gotta comment on this.
So,
I think this is how you beat Saitama without playing Saitama is this deck right here. I think this deck actually shits on both versions.
yeah,
I think it is very good against it.
Really good.
I truly do think that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's on the same par as Kurapika, but better. Yeah, the Sunrush is crazy. I think it's better than Kurapika because it's into that matchup, which I think we're kind of hinting that Saitama's currently probably the best deck in the format right now, in my opinion, because this deck is just stupid. But yeah, I think this deck, even though if it's
I don't
not
even
playing
think
play,
we're hinting at it. I think we're just saying it.
yeah. I honestly think this is probably high A, but the bottom of S.
But a lot of the thing about it is that we're going off of what other people think.
No, just us. No, this is our tier. Yeah, this is our tier list. Yeah, this is our tier list. This is what we
Yeah,
we're
this
doing.
is our tier list.
Yeah, I think people might also. I agree with you. I think people might think that this deck is a lot lower, which in the current format. I think this deck has a good matchup against the One Punch Man decks
I'm
and the other decks.
I say it's the counter.
I'm saying
I
it's
will literally
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a low tier. I'm not saying it's a complete counter. It'll help slow it down. But when we get to Saitama, there's no one's playing pure yellow Saitama no more, and green Saitama is actually falling off.
Yeah.
Saitama is more of a support hitter now in yellow decks than his main cards.
This man says this, but he hit me with 4 Saitamas in like in 2 turns or some shit like that. It's okay.
Get your game up, boy.
This nigga said that. This nigga just had everything all the time. He cheats. It's okay. Purple Corolla. I think we all gonna agree.
I ain't gonna lie, it's not meta.
I think we all gonna agree, and we don't even
That's
not Corolla. See, like that's it's what is it?
Alum.
Yeah, Illumi, yeah. Yeah, we just put that right there. Keep that there.
Crollo.
Yeah.
Illumi.
No, not Illumi.
Look, we might as well just go back to Crollo anyway and get him checked off. He's like three down the
Yeah.
row.
Yeah, he's better.
Like,
He's
like,
better.
next
He's better
one.
than. He's better than this though. I will say that he is better than this.
And we not even
Right.
mentioning the next deck. We just going to put
I think this deck is better than both of those
What's the next
decks.
deck?
that shouldn't be on the list.
The
No.
Gosei deck with all the captains and stuff. I think this deck is better than both of
Oh
these
yeah,
decks.
that deck's trash.
Yes, but
Mm-mm.
I believe that it's better than both of these. Light
It
years
does
better.
Nothing. It literally does nothing.
Okay, it doesn't do nothing, but it does better than these two.
But you put okay, so high D tier.
I mean,
That's
it's
still a failing grade.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. No better.
I'm not,
Plus we can
I would not
plus
put
we can
anything
we can move this
Look,
we can move this
look,
down.
look.
a little. Go ahead.
Look, what I'm gonna say is like the way I see it, right? If
Mhm.
the green hits the Gaia stuff is the green bleach deck has enough support, and it feels like the purple Hunter x Hunter deck doesn't have enough support.
Oh yeah,
for it to
100.
even be like
100%, 100%. These decks shouldn't even been like these cards shouldn't even been printed at this point, right now.
like they just need a lot of help
Yeah,
before as compared to Captain.
yeah, agreed. Yubaha, Yuhabaha, yellow Yuhabaha. What are we rating this? I think it's here ish, like above this low B.
I would say B, a hot B.
I think
A
That
hot
is not B.
I think
Listen, I played that deck. That deck ain't no goddamn B.
It,
That deck needs way more help than what it
do
needs right now.
do you think it is better than these three decks, Ken? The Captain deck, the Phantom Troop deck, and the Zillow family. Do you think it's better than those three?
No.
You don't. Okay. So where would
No.
you put it?
Well, let me think. Well. The deck can stun.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think here. The deck, it can stun.
Okay, so
Damn.
first things first, it can stun y'all. Y'all hear that, audience? It can stun. Whole lot of stunning.
Yeah.
That's all we got from him. Is it can stun.
You stun. It has a majority of them have good impact.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
You could kind of cheat them out with some interesting text they put in there.
The Bambi would have been good if the raid effect was on play instead of just your turn,
Mm-hmm.
because you can raid it on your opponent's turn from a trigger and pop off. But I guess not.
Yeah. Sarge, any comments on the yellow Yuhbah deck?
Nah, I seen Ken playing that deck like for 1 week, and then next time I seen him, I didn't even know it was a deck anymore because it just disappeared. Like,
Okay, so I think we're coming to a consistency that it's D. I still think it's light years better than both of these decks. I wouldn't say it's better than the Captain deck at all. This is an interesting deck, Bambi. I think when when the second wave comes out, this is a high A. But right as now, I believe that it is on the same tier as the Yuba deck. Maybe a little bit better. Maybe.
I'm gonna be honest. You shouldn't have even put Bambi there. You should have
Hey,
just put Asdod.
Well, yeah, it's the same shit, you know.
Yeah, but they don't play Bambi. Bambi sucks.
It'll turn into the Bambi deck.
The fact that Bambi can kill any rested character is great.
Yes, that is
That's
actually
a-
insane.
Great effect.
Yes, I would say they're the same tier.
Go ahead and put it in S tier. Go ahead and put it in S tier.
Ichigo deck, S
Go
tier,
ahead and put it in S tier.
S tier. Okay,
Ichigo is still a great deck.
it is. It definitely is.
He can, That can neg 4 or 5K. I
Mhm.
swear, they get to the Tenchos immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once this deck rolls, it rolls. You play a shit ton of fucking impact, not impact, raid cards in it. You can just play it 4 different ways. You can like rookie rush with it. You can fucking just play down your fucking raid cards and just say, hey, you got to deal with big motherfuckers every turn. And it just does a lot of shit. It's still a good deck. I wouldn't say it's the best deck in the format.
Mhm.
I would say it's arguably, probably the second best or third best on some sneaky shit, on some true sneaky like, yeah, this deck low key better than that second deck, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
All right. All right. So here's my opinion. I think we put Byakuya down to C,
Mm-hmm.
and then Kurapika and the other stuff down to B,
Mm.
strictly because I think that the Bleach stuff doesn't still doesn't compete or have a way to necessarily compete as much with One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm.
And since it can't realistically remove the 10K bodies that easily,
Yeah.
I think that its viability is slightly lower at the moment, right? It's not saying it'll stay that way,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but
I like that. I fuck with that.
I'm just I'm just seeing it as like this. There's this like trickling disparity effect of like, oh, these decks are slightly higher now because they can actually manage this, but
Yeah, I'll agree upon that. I do believe it is better than every Demon Slayer deck, and I do believe it
Mhm.
is better than one, no, two of the Code Geass decks. I do not think it's better than Lancelot. I do not think it's better than Gawain, but that's just my opinion. Um, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Mhm.
But I'm comfortable putting
Yeah,
Ichigo in high A, the best A deck. Um,
yeah.
yeah, I would say I was comfortable with that. This is the blue. I don't know. I forgot what fucking deck this was. It was it. It's like
Hunter,
a yeah. It's Hunter. It's like Blue Hunter, but it's not the what's the name deck. It's not the Bomber deck.
not Bomber.
It's like just like a blue deck that was going around for a little bit. We could put this at the bottom.
Like,
We could just throw that
yeah,
motherfucker
the
right
Greed
there.
Island
Yeah,
volleyball deck.
we just gonna throw that shit right there. We ain't gonna talk about it. We gonna move on.
We're gonna throw that under hot garbage.
Yeah,
Hot
actually,
garbage.
yeah, hot doo doo tier, boo boo shit. That shouldn't even probably been on the thing. This is just gone shenanigans.
It might be fire. It might be fire now. It
It's
might,
not.
it might,
It's not.
mm,
No one's playing Blue Hunter
it's
Hunter.
gonna be
Even though this bomber deck is actually pretty fucking just fun to play. It's fun as shit to play. This is just gone shenanigans with all the good cards in it. It's just gone with the Killer will pop, with the ninja dude Hanzo, the Hanzo double attack or fucking +1,000 make a 5K. Hisoka pay a what's the name? It has to block. It's like a control deck with aggro. I think it is better than all of these decks. I do not think it's better than any of these decks though.
I think
So I would put it here. Having played the
okay.
deck.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I think it's C. I think it's
Yeah.
like just like Captain, where it's like, yeah, this is good,
Yeah.
but also there's just better green in Kurapika.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like,
This deck is very sneaky. Like if you're not used to playing it, and if someone just brings it to like a local, and you go against it, and you like, what the fuck? I forgot this shit does this. Like this deck's insane. Why can he do all of this stuff? Why are you doing multiple different things? It's one of those decks. It's one of those weird decks that people make, and it's just good. Is Ken still here? Oh, he
Yeah,
might.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, any opinions on the Gone deck?
I've
Garbage.
never seen it play, let alone played it.
Until
Uh,
it gets new support, the deck's not good.
yeah. Blue Bomber. I'm going to be 100 with you.
It looks
It,
fun, but it's
I heard.
trash.
I
The
mean,
deck
I've
is
never played
so
it.
fucking fun to play. I smacked the shit out of T when he was playing fucking the hits Gaia. Um, it's very good against decks who really surround like raid targets and it just pops a lot. It does crazy shit. It is not better than
The deck is
any of these
fun,
decks,
but the fact
but I will say it is
no,
better
the
than
fact that you
all of these.
have to do 4 different things.
Yes, true, Ken.
The fact you got to do 4 different things to pop one card is so stupid.
It is.
That's the waste of resources.
It is. Let's wait. We're gonna wait and
Even
see.
They're special.
We're
You
gonna
have to
wait
do
and
A, B,
see.
C to pop.
We're gonna wait and see when they turn to yellow. Come set 2. I don't know why they changed it to yellow, but they changed it to yellow. Apparently it gets better. It gets really good. Surprisingly good. But I do think it's better than all of these decks combined. Just because the synergy it has and how fast it can be compared to these decks. So I would say high D. This is the Renji deck. It's just this deck with just more Renjis in it, I believe. Right?
Yep.
Oh, that's that Renji Rush.
Yeah, the Renji
is
Rush.
actually
Yeah,
decent.
Renji Rush is actually good. I
That's
would.
That's not B.
Yeah,
Low B.
I would say
Yeah.
low B too. I would agree upon that. Low B.
Because like it's literally like all he does is impact and just swing.
Yeah.
5K,
No, he does
4K.
double damage.
Yeah, he does double damage and
Double
shit like that.
damage, yeah.
Yeah, I would
In fact,
agree.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I would say it is better than. Okay, it won't move Hitsugaya. All right, there you go. I would say it's the best out of the B,
No.
in my opinion.
Nope.
Actually, I think all 3 of these are
Yep,
like equal
that's
level.
true.
Equal level. Tournament wise, this is the better deck, I think. It's these 2, and this one's not even near it.
That's
So
just like popularity wise.
yeah, that is. But I'm just like tournament wise, it's these 2. These
No,
2.
it's
These
tournament
2
wise,
have
too.
yeah. These 2 have higher toppings than this deck. Tournament wise, but
Mhm.
I think all 3 of these decks are in the same category. Either one, all of them could be better than each other at some point in time, depending on the player. That's one of these. This is the limbo. Like these are good decks, great decks. Can't wait till set 2 comes out.
Your mic muted, bro.
Huh? No, it's not.
Yeah, your mic messing up again.
Oh, it's like jumping or
Yeah.
something. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
It might be
yeah,
jumping in. It might be jumping to Discord, but I'm recording on Streamlabs, so it's okay. I can see that it's moving.
Okay.
JJK, Yuji.
Sakuna.
Now this is Yuji Sukuna, right, Ken?
Yuji,
Jesus.
Sakuna, whatever. They're
Yeah.
they're both.
This the yeah.
Yuji
This
is
is
S tier.
yeah. This is instead of playing Hanami, you play the Yuji, the bounce shit.
It's
Both of
still
them.
S tier.
They're both
S tier?
damn near the
As
same.
long as they got Sakuna combo in there, they're gonna be S tier because it's just too fast.
Yeah, facts.
Mhm.
It's one of
Fast and it hit hard.
the stupidest deck. Now, which one do you think is better? The one that plays Yuji or the one that plays Nanami?
Well,
Nanami
Dex
puts-
Decks play all 3. The Decks
Oh,
play
all
all
three?
Play all 3.
Okay, well, at some point in time they were
Yeah,
just playing one or the
individually, I
other.
would say Nanami's better.
Yeah, I would also agree.
I would
Mhm.
say
No,
Nanami's
at
I-
Nationals they were doing playing all 3.
Yeah, they were playing all 3. I think the Nanami is just better.
Even I played all 3.
I think Nanami is just better than just Yuji, in my opinion.
Usually is good because it gets rid of a body.
Yeah.
Without having to pop.
Yeah, but this card's crazy. You chump block, you aggression with it. The longer it's on the field, the better. Like this card is just actually broken and
Late
should be
game.
nerfed.
Well,
It
remember,
it don't matter.
It's not late game.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Remember, the thing is, your deck, your 14 cards anyway.
This shit's stupid. I think it's these are still dumb decks. They're not dumber than One Punch Man though. But continuing, Boogie Woogie. Y'all know about the brother who slap his ass cheeks to make himself teleport.
Dog. I love the Boogie Woogie. All right.
do.
Boogie Woogie's
I do.
definitely C though.
I do.
It's not like it's any higher than C.
Yeah, obviously. Shit. It shits on all these decks. It takes a big shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this deck to get
I-
support. I hope it's good support.
Agree. It's so much fun too.
Yes, it
No one can have a frown on their face when they're saying Boogie Woogie. Okay.
You
It just doesn't-
ever turn 3
Yeah.
Boogie Woogie a nigga and they just look at you? Say that again, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
What? Say it again, Ken.
I've lost to a Boogie Woogie before.
Yeah, he did. Get boogie woogie, bitch. I hope this set two support for it is amazing. This is one of the funner decks in JJK. That don't rely on bullshit. Anyway, uh, this deck actually saw a lot of resurgence recently. I've been hearing, um, people just like this deck, and it's one of those decks. Is like, it does that, okay, but it's too much setup. I do think that it is. I'm conflicted because I think it is better than the deck, the what's the name deck, than the 13 what's the names. But I think this deck is just easier to play than this deck, so it's better than this deck.
I don't know. I don't know. It feels to me it feels like a D rank deck that just like it has some fun tools that can make it compete with other decks. Like surprisingly so.
Ken, concerns, thoughts, questions?
The deck is good. Once the combo starts, it's kind of hard to stop it. But defensively, it doesn't do much.
Defensively doesn't do as much. So what we thinking here? We thinking high C or best of D? I'm cool with moving
You know,
Boogie
Ken,
Woogie
you have
down.
more experience with it.
I've played against this deck a lot.
I'm gonna let you make that final decision, but I'm saying that's my vote.
It's had more meta relevance than a lot of people in D.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say low C.
I would say it's better than Boogie Woogie too.
It's better than Gong also.
That one I can argue, but okay.
It's had more play than Gong.
Yeah, well, you think of tournament play. I'm just thinking about deck in general. This deck just has more. This deck doesn't just focus on one thing. It can just do multiple things and have a better outcome than this because it doesn't need as much setup as this. Yellow Nabara.
Those next two, Nabar and Gojo, are always gonna be in the same deck. So those will be together.
Yeah.
A tier.
Yeah. A tier.
Yeah. Nabara is just an inclusion in any of the other yellow decks.
She's what Bambi should have been.
Okay, first off, we're not gonna skip past A. It's not better than these three decks.
Damn sure I've seen a lot more play competitively.
Yeah, these three decks are better than these decks. Full-heartedly, I will put them B. I will consider them B.
To say, but agree.
Thank you. As a player who plays the deck, it is not better than these three decks. Sure, tournament play, yeah, those players did good, but the ones that topped were higher. Or are these two, bud?
All right, I have to walk into Crimson Guild. I'll be right back.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, so as someone who plays JJK on the regular for yellow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still to this day, Nabara, you can just put her in D, okay? Like she's not really doing much on her own.
On the tournament scene, she making some noise though. Apparently,
Yeah, no. But she's not making noise. It's the other yellow decks are making noise. She happens to be in them.
Okay, all right.
Right? Like, like no one's playing her special trigger. No one's playing her
By the way, I like that special trigger. I like it. Just
like the 2 cost.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can like it. It doesn't make it good.
Yeah. Facts. Facts. And plus, this is the build. This is the build with just her and Panda. That's why we put it on this tier list. Yeah, that's why we put it on this tier list. because Joe's playing it. It could be sneaky. If it got a little bit more power, it'd probably be high B or low B. Low B.
It can, but it can only target one thing.
Yes.
It can only target one thing, and my thing is like at that rate, just play Hitsugaya because you're just doing the same thing except better.
Facts. Yellow Gojo, the most annoying nigga in the game.
Yeah. So let's take a second to talk about him. He's the only person in the game that has a straight up 1-for-1 out to one punch, right?
Correct.
The problem is the rest of the like Gojo cards are not that solid. I'm gonna keep it honest. Like the 6-drop is it was great for its on release, like competing with Bleach and whatever else, Bleach and Hunter, but
Yeah.
even going into like the new even into Code Geass, it's like, man, this 6-drop is so underwhelming.
Facts.
And I have to draw way too many of this 6-drop in order to even just be like viable in this game. Personally, it's C. I think it's above Mahito. I think that there's no way you put it before but
before these two.
that's my vote. As and keep in mind, I played this as recently as last weekend, right?
Okay. I would agree.
Gojo?
Yeah, Gojo.
Yeah.
Man,
Until you got.
that should be strong sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. I
Dude,
think Sarge, all your points are extremely valid, but I do think it is better than all of D, and I do think it's better than all of C. Because sometimes this blindfolded, silver-haired fox nigga just comes out. Okay.
You talking about Kakashi?
Nah.
I'm gonna say my final statement about this deck, right? If Gojo opens up the perfect Gojo hand, Gojo will never lose to anything, and he's S tier. But if he doesn't open up the perfect Gojo hand, he loses to Zoldyck Family Fun. Like, it loses to Bomber.
Okay. All right.
It loses
All right, y'all. He tripping in the comments. In the comment section, that nigga tripping. It don't lose to this shit. This shit's ass. This shit's ass.
So we're gonna put that in the high. No, but I don't think he can beat Byakuya.
Yakuya. I would say this is safe.
Like I would say
this is safe.
It beats Green. It beats
the captain.
captains.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't beat captains.
Yeah,
This deck is faster. It's just faster, naturally just faster. And in this game, is speed. It really is speed sometimes. And this deck can just.
What's faster?
This is faster than Gojo. Gojo needs pieces. This needs pieces, but the pieces are easier to get because everything is this deck.
That needs 6 energy.
Okay.
Motherfucker needs 6 energy.
Okay, he do too.
So does Gojo.
Yeah, he do too.
Bro. No.
And this one's easier to generate because all of his cards are that.
All I gotta say is Captain. No.
You hate this deck though. That's the
And
difference.
he's also got Raid. That's the other thing holding Gojo back.
I haven't.
Facts.
I'm
He's
thinking,
not Raid.
I can go get it
Facts.
right now and still be ass.
The Shadow Puppet deck, the Chimera, what is it called? Shadow Chimera Party. Well, I forgot the fucking name.
You can go ahead and put that slightly above Nabara or slightly below Nabara.
Oh, slightly below. Okay.
It doesn't have the support it needs right now. It's got
Correct.
a little bit of consistency to
Correct.
it, but it has no real win condition.
Correct.
You're trying to play Nabara because you ain't got a win condition.
Correct. I do think this deck is insane. It has some crazy ass combos that could just come out of left field and surprise the shit out of you. It needs more to be better. I think it will be better than half of these
Absolutely
decks at the bottom. I think it would be better than all these decks above it because of just the crazy shit it could potentially do in the future. I don't know about future cards. I am not that far deep into Union
Right.
Arena to go look in the Japanese sets and be like, oh, this deck gonna be crazy in about 17 years. Nah, no, we ain't doing that. We doing it right here, right now. Get that together. Yes. Yes, I would agree. All right, getting to Code Geass, my specialty, my loves,
Um,
my loves of these
Yeah.
decks. Last video we made, there were some comments saying that
Ooh.
these decks were just better than JJK. One person in the comment section, oh, I never have a problem with JJK. It's, you know, he must not have been going against good enough Code Geass players. No, we went to the big tournament in Florida and played against it, and Ken was literally making Code Geass decks look terrible. Like actually terrible. Like dog walking them. Yes, these decks are crazy. Yes, these decks are really strong. I will say that I will say Green Lancelot is the best one out of all of them. Just for what it can do late game and catch back up. Gawain is rookie rush into Gawain blocking stuff and put pressure on people. I think it's on the same tier as Ichigo. I think
Mhm.
I want to say Lancelot is S and better than Ichigo, but I will put it high A.
Good.
Yes.
Because my argument for being an S is, does it have a way to kill One Punch Man? Because all of his cards say 5K or less.
I think it can
Like-
compete,
like-
but
like
not
the-
even just
that's
saying
what it
like,
breaks down to.
yeah, not even saying like One Punch Man is the god all be all. It kind of is, but that this deck can overwhelm people just because double attack. You could just hard play them instead of like raiding over them, and the deck's fast. It can be fast as shit. All three of these decks are
Right.
just extremely fast. Tournament wise, this is the better deck between these two, but I think these three decks are in the same category of high A, low S.
Yes. I agree.
Pizza deck.
I agree. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead. Keep going. I didn't know you had more.
I was gonna say, my personal opinion is, Code Geass has the ability to like the purple has the ability to rush in
Mhm.
and hit a lot of damage before the some of the One Punch actually gets online. And my problem with Lancelot is to get the 8 drop out at least, it takes you a little bit to get moving and to get your energy right.
Mhm.
And then when you finally do, it's like, cool, I still can't pop this 10K. How do I get through this 10K? Because Varus doesn't do it. Lancelot don't do it. You just swing in and
Gawain
hope
does negative 2K. Make it an 8.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That still ain't
I think
around
that
the 10K. 'Cause
yeah.
ultimately, at the end of the game, like, Union Arena is a numbers game where, like, power values matter slightly more than other values.
Leave a comment on that.
Personal opinion.
Leave that comment on that statement. What y'all got to say to him? Sarge ain't scared of shit. What y'all got to say to him? What y'all got to say to him? I'm being toxic. What y'all got to say to him? Say it again. Say it again, motherfucker. Say it again. Shit, hey.
Oh, I'll say it 3 more times. Listen. Ultimately, if all of your special triggers only kill a 5K or less, and I have a 10K body on board, and then I look at you and say, "Oh, so I'm gonna block with this 10K body afterwards?" Okay.
By the way, he can't be affected by pop cards. Very smart design. Very.
Not even the point.
Yeah, very smart design. Yeah, you can rest the nigga Hitsugaya. Yeah, you can neg him Code Geass. At the end of the day, you got to use multiple cards to get rid of it. It's dumb. They should have made it. They shouldn't have dropped it so early on, in my opinion. It's kind of just strong out gate.
Yeah.
Anyways, pizza. Pizza. Crazy deck.
I don't even
Insane.
know what that could do.
It's insane. It actually had a lot of tournament play. Both of these decks did. It was a mixed deck. I think that topped really good with both of these. The pizza deck is throw pizza cards away, get abilities, go crazy. It has, I think, the highest search card in the game with 7. You can search 7 cards
and grab two, I believe. I can't remember. I haven't played this deck in a while. It grabs two pizza cards and you like just bottom deck the rest of the cards. It has a great search engine. Uh, this card becomes insane when you get all of it in there. You gain all the abilities. You can restand, attack again. It's a fun gimmick deck. A lot of pieces of work. They had to nerf it because this was the best deck out of all the Code Geass decks, believe it or not. Well, actually, yeah, it was. It was between these two. It was the best decks. This deck is, I want to say, the best out of C. Have played it and played against all these decks and not having a single problem with them. As soon as I go against any of these decks, I just scoop my cards up and go away. That being said, this deck right here, this nigga right here, this shit right here, if that card didn't get taken away, it is better than every deck on this list. They should have gave us back at 1. I would say this is low B. It does everything this deck does except neg. And it can't be blocked with the Gawain stupid shit. It is a better Rookie Rush deck than this. It has this card that says, "Oh yeah, you played a card. I'm gonna unstand it and swing again." It is the best rush deck I believe in the game, and is very strong if played into the right hands of people. I do not think it can compete. Why ads? Why? I do not think it can compete with these decks though. Above it. That is my take on it. There are birds in my vent. Any other comments while me placing it?
I was gonna say I have zero experience with either of the red Code Geass decks, to be fair. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, sure, that could be cool. You're right, that card did get hit, so it must have some validity to it.
T, have you ever played against Billy in Union Arena?
No.
This is the deck that Billy plays. This is the rush deck. It actually saw a lot of play in Florida when we went to Florida, and people were doing really good with this deck, like really good with it. I think the dude topped with this deck, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got like top, I want to say 16 or 32. Yeah, this deck is actually this deck can sneak up on you if you're not ready for it, and it just does some crazy shit. Moving on to Demon Slayer. Sarge, this is your territory. I have played, I think, the sister deck. I've seen Ken play it. This is all you, bud. Lead the charge. This is the yellow Tanjiro deck.
All right, brother sister.
Yep.
Brother sister is effectively just Sword Art Online light. Like it's a diet version of what Japan's going crazy for. It's got a lot of combos. It's got some consistency. It only needs 4 energy to get up off the ground.
Correct.
And it sits at 4K. So there's a lot of just strong points to it.
Also, you don't have to raid. You could just hard drop the nigga.
That it sits at, I mean, yeah, no, but like you have 2 good raids that are on top of the same person. Well, okay, let's not say good. We have 1 good raid, one starter deck raid. But they all raid on top of Tanjiro, who's also on color trigger of yellow. So that's inherently stronger into what we're veering near the end of the list here. Ultimately, I say he's no higher than B, if I'm honest. I think you could make the argument for A, but I think that as it is, it could be a close matchup for this playing into any of the B ranked decks.
Yes.
And as a result, I feel like it just has to be in slotted in B.
In B. This is not the deck that swaps out characters, right? Or is it?
It is. It's the deck where you swing with the Nezuko and it lets you switch things.
I believe
and
that this deck is high B, slightly above Renji Rush. I think these two are in the same category as each other, being the two best.
I'm a bias, so I think Hitsugaya plays good into all of Demon Slayer. But they're just this deck is faster in my opinion, and I go by speed in this game. Um, yeah,
Mhm.
I would say that Demon Slayer. Get who is this bitch? Who is her?
That being
Get-
said, I think that
yes, I would say that.
yeah, I also think that that's probably the strongest deck out of Demon Slayer at the moment,
Mhm.
if we're honest. So it tells you where Demon Slayer is falling on our list of.
Yeah, even though a lot of people like this deck, I don't know why. Once it's there, it's there. You probably win the game,
Yeah,
probably
it's
against certain
it's like
matchups.
the Mahito. It's like the Mahito combo where once you get your like loop going, it's
Mhm.
pretty strong. Same thing
Yeah.
with the Daki build.
Mhm. I do think
Um,
this
but
deck is the this deck was supposed to be this, and then this is just 10 times better than this.
I agree.
I would say just
If
a
you want to,
yeah.
we can
Go
move
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna move past this one and go to this one.
No, I was gonna say we can put Muzan.
I would say Muzan is low B.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, I
Like
would
I
say
said, I
low
do
B.
think
Yeah.
that it's better than Mahito.
Uh, yeah, I hear you.
Hey guys, I'm
Um,
back.
Yeah.
They gave me. I got like 20 packs. I got 3
Okay,
Saitamas and
we not worried about that. We're doing tier list right now.
shit. So I'm good. Well,
uh,
listen to my tier list.
yeah, we are now on Demon Slayer. We got done with Code Geass. We put Lancelot high A, um, Gawain low A, Pizza top of C, the Academy deck bottom of B. Any questions about that, Ken? Any concerns?
Okay. No.
You're kind of going in and out.
Sorry, I'm connecting to my vehicle, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
here.
Mm-hmm. You sound perfectly fine now.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I said you sound perfectly fine now.
jeez.
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay.
Do you have any? Do you have any thoughts in our placing?
input on that matchup.
No, just like in
No,
general.
they
Just,
seem pretty.
Uh, what do you think about Muzan? Ken, you played that for a little bit.
Moves on. Now, I didn't look at the tier list yet, so before I even look at it, I'm going to assume that it did probably C or very low B. The
mm,
deck likes to dump cards. It needs to dump cards for fodder to cycle through. But once you see it, it's a 5K double impact double striker. It can do a lot.
mm-hmm.
It doesn't have protection, but you have cards that can, cycle cards back, so it's not bad. So I mean, it's not too bad, but the fact that it's too slow, it's like it wants to be like Nami. After a certain amount of cards and trash, then it wants to pop off.
Okay. What I'm hearing is the general consensus. We're right.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Mister, I got the bitches. Tinkin himself.
Sound deck.
The deck is
Listen,
very fast. It's fast.
it's fast. It
Yeah.
only
I
has
like
to
it.
get up to 4 energy or
Mhm.
5. No, it has to get up to 5.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they can tag in and out. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it potentially has multiple ways of swinging with like 8 bodies, and that's kind of insane. To get like an 8 attack turn, but it's super. It requires your opponent to have no clue what you're doing. or to be able to read. So I think it's more realistic to say it's like a 6 attack sack.
I mean, don't worry. A lot of green players can't read, so it actually makes it pretty easy in that
now
matchup.
look here, nigga. All
God,
right. Hunter is
shot.
skilled based. All right. You know how many times I got to decide if I want to put this nigga down or just keep him in my hand. All right. Okay, buddy. All right. You ever count?
That sound like Luger talk.
You ever count how many times you
Look,
got Lancelotted and it don't do shit, but then you still do it because you got to do it because it's the best combo you got. All right, and you still win.
ultimately, the wife deck is D.
D really?
Look, I want it to be better, and in a world that it
It
is
ain't
better.
this world.
But like, I think that it has as much validity right now as Nabara, where yeah, it could have a good matchup, but a good matchup don't make it a good deck.
I think this is what I think. I think we move Toto down and we put Toto under these two.
Not my boy. Nah, there's
Uh,
no way Toto loses to Megumi.
I think these two are in the same tier. Uh, I think Tingen is
Nah.
better than all those decks in D.
Okay.
The tag out
No, that's
The tag out mechanic itself makes it higher than any D deck. Because the tag out shit is actually fucking kind of broken. You get more than
yeah,
one swing in.
but
They're low, but like still, if you get the combo off, kind of early, it's kind of the match is kind of in your favor. Because the tagging shit is just actually just I think a very good mechanic and a very slept on mechanic.
it is. It's strong. But here's the thing, right? Double block exists in this game, and all of his wives sit at like 3K, 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on top of it, they switch with the disguised characters, which are all 1, 2, 3 drops, sitting at like 3K as well. So I'm just sitting there like, no, you're right, but also one double blocker in this deck doesn't do anything now.
Okay, rebuttal. There's only 2 decks that actually play those, other than the yellow JJK decks, right? Um, that aren't getting played as much as these other decks, and that's Lancelot, maybe, and the Saitama deck, the green Saitama deck with Genos. Those are the 2 that actually play double blocker.
Okay. No, look, I'm not gonna disagree
Yeah, that's just my
that
rebuttal to
hard. I'm just saying like it to me it's top of D anyways, so if you want to say bottom of C, it's not that far of a stretch, right?
it. I do want to rebuttal, and I have been thinking about it. I do think the pizza deck is weaker than Byakuya
Okay.
because just Byakuya can do a lot. I don't know. I think they're staying in the same tier. I feel like Byakuya is a little bit better though. He takes the edge. The purple sister brother deck, right?
Mm-hmm. It's annoying. Like it gets to stick
Yeah.
on board and
Yeah.
it's just slightly harder to remove than you want it to be.
Yeah. It
Um
it's one of those decks is like, yeah, you're here, but you don't do shit.
it's inconvenient.
Yes.
It's inconvenient, but they do get to draw a lot of cards, which could
Yeah.
get them out of like a tight situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the few decks that never has to worry about like action point drawing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't had a problem ever playing into the deck, but also I think that the deck doesn't have a lot of like killing power either because it doesn't have multiple attacks. It doesn't have like a big like 5K or anything. Just 4K attack, generic, draw cards, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it's again D.
D. Ken, you played this deck for a little bit. What do you think? Kenneth. Okay, Ken died.
In that.
Ken died. Confirmed. Confirmed by T. T. TD. Any questions about the purple brother sister deck?
I don't know nothing about it, sir. There's a lot of stuff I don't know nothing about, sir.
It is. You just here kind of for like comedic relief, and you're kind of
Yep.
slacking on that. All right, we don't fail you.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
You know, I'm
Well, we
very
talked about your
appreciative.
two decks, and your two decks we think are very those situational decks that are just good and no one plays them anymore. You hate this deck and you think this should be the bottom of D. I do not agree with that at all.
Oh, you forgot I play Saguna, so I'm still.
Oh yeah, you do play Sakuna, but that's a given. It's gonna be S. All right.
Yeah, everyone can play Sakuna. Okay,
Yeah, it's
Listen.
easy. It's the easiest, best deck to just pick up and just play.
No. See, the thing is, I own Sakuna. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has Sakuna.
This nigga. This nigga. This nigga.
It's
This
it's
nigga.
literally UG plus starter decks all down. You really have to put on it.
Hey. You still need Nanamis.
I'm going to put it above the highest deck in D.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's fine. I don't think that the deck's like terrible. It's just I don't think that the deck doesn't do enough or anything that really you necessarily care about.
Yeah.
Mm,
The Hashira deck.
yeah.
Let's talk about.
I've been spamming this deck, man. I love this deck to death.
Yeah.
It's not phenomenal, but there's something that's just satisfying about throwing out a 4K every turn, and your opponent's like, man, this is my like 12th, 4K that I have to try and get rid of her around, and that's just
Facts.
annoying.
Facts. I've played against Sarge a couple of times this deck. The amount of 4Ks in this deck is crazy. The fact that you can put down, what is it, a 1-drop or a 2-drop card that becomes 4K for no godforsaken reason is stupid.
That's a 0-drop actually.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's a 0-drop. I apologize, Union
I
Ring
just
community. I play this game.
thought you should know you're wrong.
Say it again. I'm wrong again. A 0 cost that you can just drop and it becomes 4K is the strongest shit in the world. Sometimes, like I see that card and I go, "Huh, that's gonna be a problem down the line. Let me just use my pop trigger to pop it. Like, let me just blow it up right there and then, or let me just run it over." Because I don't give a fuck about his other big 6K drops. I care about the little fucker who's gonna become 4K. And it's stupid. It irritates my soul. It feels like a One Punch Man card. That being said,
Okay.
I do think this deck is better than this deck.
You do. I think that it's so much slower.
Yeah, but yeah, they play the same cards, but the Hashir deck is just actually sneaky good.
Here's my problem, right? I think it's B tier. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's B tier as well. But I think that the brother sister deck's faster. I think that in like ultimately it doesn't have it has Muichiro 5-drop is like the only way to deal with, and color trigger as the only two ways to deal with a like Saitama on board or something. In the matchup Karapika against Karapika just gets over it with snipe and
Big facts.
it turns into
Big facts.
that. And then also you need your Giyus to live because the on attack draw is the only way you don't run out of cards. It turns into this like, ooh, there's a lot of ways for this deck to actually go down. On
Okay.
top of it playing in purple bleach, right?
Okay.
So
I am
think it's-
comfortable with saying that these two move down, right? They still are the best out of the C's.
Okay.
This is better. This is the low B.
That's fine. Like I said, I think it's B. I just don't think that it beats the brother sister deck.
Yeah.
To be fair.
My boy, the sleeping devil, the lightning queef, Zenitsu. Thoughts on Zenitsu? This is the
Um,
this is the three brother deck, right? They call it the three brothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
A lot of brother
Um,
sister shit going on here. Hey yo, what in Alabama? Continue.
I think it's more consistent than a lot of the decks. It does have to get up to 5, and it sometimes struggles because its 2 drops are the red color trigger plus the Inosuke disguise that you like want to play. You could play mice, but whatever.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's awkward. You do have the best searcher in the game in the 2 drop Zenitsu. That's the other reason why the what's his name? The Tengen deck is also like super consistent.
Yeah.
It searches for any raid, that's strong.
Yeah.
Nitsu has 2 damage. The Inosuke has impact. Um, Ultimately, the deck has a lot of tools. It's
Mhm.
just it's not.
It's missing something.
Yeah, it's like super well rounded, but it
Yeah.
doesn't excel in any particular area.
Yeah. I would agree upon that. Big facts. Uh,
So it feels like it's missing some
yeah.
identity. I think it's like
I
I think it's definitely better than Tengen.
yeah.
Um, as far as the decks,
Mhm.
Tengen has a higher ceiling, but a much lower floor.
Do you think it is better than both of the JJK decks that we have in C?
I think it's better than Captain. I don't know how
Mm.
I would feel into Kogias, but I feel like it's better than the Bleach that's in C.
Yeah. I think it is right here, almost in the middle of the pack. Um,
Yeah.
I don't think it matches up good against. It could match up good against Pizza, but once Pizza is on the field and you doing the shit, it's just it can't compete. It can be faster. I never have a problem doing the pizza shit. I know a lot of other people do. The pizza shit, I get it every single time. I'll be honest with you. I do not think it's better than Byakuya. I do not think it's better than the Academy because Academy is just naturally just faster and better. Muzan is just once you get dude out, you should win.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Um,
get it. Um,
I am very comfortable with this being here. What'd you
yeah, same.
Sorry, brother, I was at the store. I'm back now.
say? uh, we are now in the One Punch Man category.
A cream with a crop.
And it doesn't get any better. I'm going to move both the Saitama decks to the bottoms to see those for last. Red Goru.
Oh, you don't want to just take care of them
Nope.
and put them in the one
Nope.
spot?
Nope. Because I have some comments on them. Red
Okay,
Goru.
fair.
Just the Goru deck. You don't play any Sonic shit in it. Just the Goru deck with some monster. A little bit of sprinkle of monster stuff in it. That's the deck I
Waru
made.
is really good.
It is
He's a
actually
deck it's a better Muzan.
yes, he is actually fucking insane. Um, if Saitama wasn't printed, this deck would probably be one of the better ones.
You're
Uh,
so scared of Saitama.
it's a stupid card. Um, and
I don't know.
the thing with these Saitama decks is, what's the point of playing the other ones? That's what it is.
Well,
That's
here's the
why I
thing.
don't like Saitama.
Here's the thing. Saitama Green is not as good as you think.
Sure,
If you get the card out, cool.
you
Yellow
win. What?
is cool, but you have to mix yellow in order for it to be good. You can't play pure yellow Saitama.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ken, this is my point. So what? The card's still broken. As soon as you get them on the field, they're broken. As soon as you play them, 9 times out of 10, you win the game. There is no if, ands, or but. There is no, oh, I'm going to lose because I played the Saitama. No, you won the game. Because
Hopeless to
they're
make it
just
onto your doorstep.
they just that strong. That being said, these cards make you not want to play the other decks when you see them. That's why I think these cards are bad cards. Because this deck is actually really just fucking fun to play. It's like, oh, I can swing for game like that easily. And it's not hard to do. He has one of the weirder pop cards in the game, in my opinion. Is like hey, the next time the card pops, you do this, this, this. It's a little bit odd. I don't know why I just gave him a pop card out of the gate, but I think this deck truly is in the B range. I don't think it's high B. I think it is on par with the Hitsugaya deck and better than the Hashira deck.
So it's a high beam deck.
You think it is better than Hitsugaya? Oh, you think it's better than Hitsugaya, Karapika, Renji Rush in the Demon Slayer tag out sister?
No, because the only thing it does is it's like cool. I swing twice 4K. I'm like, cool. It's
Yeah,
simple. What does
you
your pop
just-
card do? My pop card, you gotta do a flip in the back. In a,
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
back
You
flip
you
to
said
get it
high.
working.
You said high B.
No, high beam.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it is better than all of the C decks. I think it is better than all of the D decks.
It's a simple. I'm gonna hit you deck.
Yeah, it
I'm
is. It is a very
Hit you hard.
it's a very effective deck like that too.
You're
It's what pizza should be without all the shenanigans.
Pizza needs all them slices to make
Yeah,
a whole pie.
Exactly.
Garo
This,
got
thi-
hands.
yeah, Garo just got the pie. He took the pie from the nigga. He took it. He was like, "Give me this shit. It's my shit now, nigga. What you gonna do about it?" It's that. It's like you want to square up, bitch. Let's
He
tussle.
said, "It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno."
That joke was ass.
no, it's not delivery. It's Garo.
That was better. The Yellow Sister. I want to say my piece about this
It's
deck.
actually good.
I
It's
think
really
this
good.
deck is low A. This deck is actually fucking nutty.
I agree.
Yes, this deck is stupid. if
That is really great.
if they didn't print the
Does a
ball,
lot of
nigga,
good things.
yeah, if they didn't print the ball, nigga, this is the best One Punch Man deck.
The fact that you can play actions for free.
Yeah,
You
it
can
might
recycle your
T
actions.
it might be low S. It might be low S.
Because here's the thing, you can play Saitama in it, so it is
You know
low.
how great Saitama is?
I'm just talking about the sister deck itself, though. Like, no, I don't.
It's really good.
Yeah,
The fact that you can cycle your cards back.
I want to say it is better than these three. I want to say it's better than these three. I know a lot of Code Geass people gonna be mad because they was mad last video we made.
Them niggas. Fuck them niggas, bro.
Talk your
Trash
talk.
ass niggas.
Talk your talk, nigga. Tell him, kid. Tell him.
Trash ass Code Geass players.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get impact for one turn.
yeah, yeah. Fuck that Ricky Rush shit, kid. Yeah. Tell him how you was smacking him in the tournament, kid. Tell him.
I even said it on video. I said,
Yeah.
yo, they weren't a challenge.
Mm.
Oh, wow. I have to block this turn? Okay.
Hold on.
Next
I got you.
turn.
I got you. Hold up. I got you. Hold on. Wait a second.
Trash.
I got you. Oop, I spelled dog wrong.
Garbage.
Hold on, cause that nigga he doing one of these. He doing one of these. Hold up. Yeah, he barking. He barking right now. All right, that's enough of that. He was barking right now. Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah, I would say it will be low S to high the best A deck. This deck's actually I want to make it. I just haven't had time to make it and get the cards and shit because I'm lazy. I think it's very good. It is a very good deck. Sonic, the pure Sonic deck with some monster shit in it. You could throw some Garo shit in it. I heard this deck is actually
All right,
insane.
cool. All right, bet. So watch this.
Okay.
Bet, go ahead and grab your mouse and drop it.
To what?
Drop it all the way down.
To D? You
I
think
wouldn't
it's
say D.
oh
I'll be like high C.
high C?
'Cause
I-
it ain't.
I seen this deck.
That deck ain't.
I seen this deck can compete with Saitama. I seen it. The people on YouTube were saying it. They was like, this could beat it.
It can compete.
Yeah, that's
it
what I'm
ain't
hearing.
A threat like Saitama, is it? So,
Yeah,
Mm.
no, that's true.
Mm.
You know, throughout this entire video, I was like, nah, but
Mm.
can it get rid of a Saitama? And
They
the answer
barking
was
again.
no. And then I was like, shit, you're right. I ain't never said
Okay,
Sonic
okay,
in this
okay, okay,
entire video.
okay. Let's take the ball head nigga out of the equation.
The only Sonic I heard that was a threat was Sonic in the box. Now listen, go ahead.
But okay. Hold on,
Go
hold
ahead
on,
and
hold on, hold on,
go ahead, but go ahead and
hold on. Now, if the bald nigga wasn't evolved, is we going? Is it tangoing? Is it dancing with any of these other motherfuckers? All right.
he got two left feet and don't know how to move.
Mm, mm,
He's,
mm,
he's,
mm,
he's, he
mm.
steps
I
on the
never hear
shoelace.
someone say, "Oh my God, I pulled an Altart Sonic card.
Damn.
I'm so
Damn.
happy."
I would say it is
Shots.
better than all of these decks, and I will put it in being the fourth best C deck in the format. I think it kind of shits on all the rest of these decks just because it can do some stuff. It can do some shit. The Monster Society deck or the Monster Organization deck. I forgot what the fuck it was called.
Wait, that's a deck?
Yeah, it's a deck. It does things.
I,
It has impact cards.
Somewhat of the relevance though.
It could pop. It pops a lot. It can't pop Saitama, but it could pop like 4K, 5K. It pops like big things. It pops.
Look,
Yeah.
if it is it consistent.
Yeah, it's very easy. You only need 4. I think it's 4 to 5, I believe. You only need 4 to 5 energy. It's easy to get because they got a bunch of 2 drops that you can play. They actually all the monster cards that are 2 drops that you play in both of the other red decks are monster cards. They're it's a deck that no one knows about, but could be very strong against other decks without the ball head motherfucker in it. I would say it is above Muzan as the highest C deck.
Okay.
Metal
It beats
Bat.
Sonic though?
Yeah, it beats Sonic. It beats Sonic. Sonic's not better than it is. Yeah, it beats Sonic. People might be mad about that. They might flip flop it around. I don't care. Metal Bat, just the Metal Bat deck. I made this deck. I don't even know if it's a real deck. Metal Bat's a good character. I like him. He's stupid. He swings a bat. That nigga's insane. That's cool as shit. I'm gonna be the person here who plays the deck. So you see that nigga the Zenitsu? Yeah, we can put him under him. This shit is shit. This shit is shit. All right, shit. All right, don't make this deck. Don't be like me. Don't play your favorite characters. Just play the meta deck. This shit is shit. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. Ken played against it. Ken, any questions about just the Metal Bat deck?
I existed.
there you go. Yellow Saitama.
Put that motherfucker in S tier.
Yeah.
We're at in S tier. We're at in S tier. Is he better than Yuji?
Nah, I think he's top. To be fair.
Yeah,
I think
this,
yellow because it has access to the sisters too. Like, listen.
Yeah. I think this is the best deck in the format without a question. The fact that you can put it in sisters and just shit on people is crazy. The amount of craziness this card can just do. Yeah, I'm gonna pitch a card, play them off for free. Excuse me, what? Broken. It's just this deck screams broken. All Saitamas need to get put to 1. Yeah. Now the deck with Metal Bats in, but when you put Saitama in it, it skyrockets from here all the way up here. Now this is why I put this last. I do not think it is better than these 2. I actually don't think it's better than this deck. But the reason that this card just says swing for 7 is stupid. This deck annoys me more than the yellow deck because the yellow deck requires at least some skill. This one is just play it, you win. It's dumb. It is the stupidest card in the game right now. Yeah, you need what is the conditions to play in the King? You need 15 or some shit like that.
15 energy, but the thing is, King
Yep.
can regenerate in the front line. Genos reduces it for 1 in the back line.
Hmm.
But Genos also generates 2 energies. Genos, technically, for 1 action, it generates 3 energy per Saitama.
Hmm. That's why this deck's stupid, and the only reason why it's
And
in
then
S.
the King top card lets King generate extra energy.
Dumb. Dumb. Oh, also it searches every turn, and it's a 5K.
Mhm.
It can't attack or block, but it's a 5K. So if you try to run it over so he can't search, you need your top end of every other deck.
It doesn't search it. It
Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. It doesn't search. It mills. Oh.
also you draw a pop.
Yeah. This deck is dumb. It is stupid. The Kings are broken. The Saitama is obviously broken. The green cards in this deck are actually just good too. Genos, the green Genos is good. Double block is 4K, easy to get out. What else they have? They have a Metal Bat who could be annoying because he also has double block. You kill him if there's 6 on the field, bring him back for free, rest it, so you have another 4K back the next turn to attack with. Kind of crazy. And it just helps.
In there?
What?
Silver Fang Greens.
Oh yeah, and the Silver Fangs. I forgot about Silver Fangs. Those cards are crazy good. I wish it was just a silver deck.
He's a 45 attack and attack.
Yeah, which he said where he's a year away and not in his mic.
You said what?
T, you have been quiet and you have gone against all the Saitama decks. State your opinions because I know you got something on the ball head, nigga.
Green slow as shit.
Okay.
Yellow, that need to get hit. That
Now,
shit's so
are you
fucking bad.
saying you need to get hit because you a fuck nigga? Or because you a real
Hey. We're not getting demonetized. Stop it.
Okay, first off,
You get one, T. You get one.
I get one?
You get one. You get one. Go get him.
Hold on. One sentence?
Yeah, you get one insult back to Ken and we done, all right?
Your mama swallowed Jello whole.
Comment that down. First person who commented that down the conversation gets a thumbs up. Yeah. Are we satisfied with this list?
No. Big Kimpachi.
Okay, wait. Hold on. One at a time. T, what is wrong? What would you think needs to be changed?
I think, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, like, no bullshit. I think, Karapika should be 8 Karapika and, you know what I'm saying, Baby Kimpachi hit the guy, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Be A tier.
A
It'd be
tier.
bottom A.
Bottom A.
That's what I would change. Because I believe Karapika was running Renji for a long time.
Facts. I do agree on that sentence. Okay. I would say it's like this. Tournament wise, Renji is the best out of all the Bs. Deck wise, I think it is actually worse than a lot of these.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. Renji is what we like to call fan favorite.
Yeah.
Who is a Reggie fan? Who
Nigga,
said,
what?
You know who I love? Renji.
Bitches. I'm sorry. I apologize, women community. That came off very offensive. Women love
Whoa.
Renji. All right.
We're not trying to get demonetized.
Exactly. Yeah, T.
He ain't
I
getting
didn't do
modified.
anything. I didn't say nothing.
Well, I mean bitches. I mean himbo men. All right, because
That was you.
everybody wanted to be Renji. All right, niggas wanted. Roar Zamimaru. He had the best saying. All right, there's only a couple that's probably better.
He said, "Roar." Oh, what? Hold up, what?
That
You
nigga
know-
did. That nigga did stay getting his
I'm
ass
going
beat though.
Dr. Rock.
He did
He
get
had
his ass.
the extendo.
Pause.
And it didn't
All
work.
them females want
He had the extendo, but he can never touch nothing.
Renji did pop up like he was that nigga and stay got a fade. He stay getting his ass whooped. He stay getting his ass whooped. Side note, he's the guy who was my nigga too, but then I noticed it too. These two niggas are just the Rock Lees of Bleach. I mean of Naruto. Let's be honest. These two niggas right here, Hitsugaya and Renji, they stay getting their ass beat. They're Rock Lee as shit.
That's right.
That being said, I do agree upon these two moving up. I would say these three decks are the same. Maybe it's like I'm being biased. I won't even do it. I'm gonna leave it like that. Ken,
Look, I'm fine with it. I think Kurapika is really like in a straight 1v1 Kurapika versus brother sister. I think Kurapika takes it.
the person
Like
who-
I don't have a strong.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't have much else to go by.
Yeah, Ken, you said something about Code Geass. Go ahead, talk. Bark real quick. Yeah, come to the mic.
Only Code Geass I respect. Hang on. Let me put the big headphones on so that they can hear me. Hold on.
You said they need to hear me in the back, in
Exactly.
the front,
On the
Little
side.
Jimmy around the corner.
I ain't gonna lie. Purple Code Geass to me is unfair. Only thing it can do is, for one turn, I get to do this. Cool. Every other raid card in the game, majority of them, get to keep their effect. What's the point? And a lot of the cards are two actions to do a simple action. Drew actions minus 3k. Okay? Purple Bleach can do that for one action.
Facts.
Like, I feel like the name is what's carrying the deck.
Damn. So you don't think the rookie rush factor helps it?
Rookie Rush.
Yeah, you know the rush purple shit. You rush them down with the little niggas, and then you wait and you get your big niggas, aka your Gawains, your I'm drawing a blank to her name. The red chick that raids and you have to block and that's Pearson, all of that stuff. Colin, that's her name, Colin.
Listen, I'm not saying the deck is bad.
Mhm.
I'm saying it could have been better. But I feel like it's been power crept anyway.
As a purple Code Geass player, I agree. We should not have that many goddamn Collins in the damn deck. And please change up the fucking art set too. Please don't give me a card with the same art, please.
Look the exact same. And I'm like, wait, didn't you just play that same card?
Like, nah, it's a different one. It got the same art, but it got a different position by like an inch or two. And it does an effect. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. Lazy motherfuckers. So Ken, would you agree that not yellow? I was looking at the fucking yellow card. That Lancelot is better than the Bleach deck.
Better
Lancelot
than
is a deck
Ichigo.
that hits hard.
Yes.
Even though it's 8 energy, it's not hard to get to
Facts.
with that deck. How can I say this? I mean, the thing is, you don't need to raid for it to be effective.
Exactly. You could just hard drop them niggas.
You can hard drop it. Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing is, once those cards are out, the fact that the A drop can pop a card,
Mhm.
impact one, and do that, it's like a mini Saitama.
Yeah.
Except he can be touched.
Yes, again, he can be touched a lot. But I do think why Lancelot is better than both of these is because the board where you have either 2 of the 6 drops or 2 of the 8 drops, and you have the 1 drop in their deck that say you can't target my other cards until you target her first, is fucking amazing. That board is nutty.
That card is actually good.
That card is actually nutty. It's Gojo for cheaper and better. It's a 1 drop, and you have to target it to get rid of a card. So you're wasting a pop on that. If you have 2 on board or 3 on board, and you just looking at his level 8 like, damn, he about to touch me next turn when he hit for that 2 damage right there, and then he could just recycle it back. That shit is crazy. Do we all agree upon this list?
Yep.
T.
I'm fine with it. I'm just waiting for the haters. I want to feel that Kobe hate.
That man's name is Kenneth. All right, I'm not gonna say his last name because if y'all pull up on him, I might have to pull up on you.
I will not.
Since we are very close and they've already really announced some cards, where would we put Blue SOA?
Blue Sword Art Online, I think it is not the best deck. We get the green Gun Gale stuff in the set. I think green SOA is going to be light years better than the blue. I think green SOA is going to be better than a lot of these decks in this tier list. I think it's going to be immediately tied with the yellow sister deck. I do not think it will be better than any of these on the top, though. It might. I don't know. I'll have to play the deck. But I do think out the gate it is an A tier deck. Both of them. Maybe blue low B. I mean high B. Anything else? Any thoughts, concerns?
I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, the sister deck for One Punch is like top of A, which is not a bad position. But there's so much of me that's like, yeah, but like you throw, a couple cards in it and becomes an S tier, and I'm like, man, does that make it just actually S tier?
Yeah, truthfully, yeah. To be honest with you, in my opinion, it's like this. It's like Saitama Loki kind of the green Saitama not better than it. I would be comfortable with this.
Yeah, I mean, blue JJK, blue Sukuna still just is everything
Stupid.
it wants to be.
It's just
like
stupid.
it's just so efficient at everything.
Yeah. It's the best well-rounded deck in the game. I don't think it's a downside to playing into it. The only reason why it doesn't beat Saitama is because that nigga 10K.
Yeah.
And it just say, oh, you gotta wait and set your shit up. Okay, cool. Thank you for giving Saitama more time to play out the broken combo or the broken yellow niggas. Like, it is truly a bad matchup to these decks. Just because of the fact of like, if they don't get their shit, they have time to set up for their shit.
Ken, I don't know if you were around earlier in the video, but you said like the whole afraid of Saitama thing, right? My question was, ultimately, in Union Arena, stat values matter, where if you can't remove this 10K, it will always just be a 10K sitting in your face. And I will always get to attack with it, and you will always have to sack something to it. / it'll always be able to freely block. Do you agree or disagree with that?
Can you repeat the last minute or the last 10 seconds what you said? Sorry.
Okay. So, Saitama, right? 10K.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Nothing removes it from play, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So ultimately, it's always a +1 every time you get to attack. They either block or, and you always get a free block. So earlier when you said everyone's afraid of Saitama, my thought is I don't know if it's afraid as well as correctly citing that the problem is this card is a card that has little to no interaction unless you hit a trigger in your life.
Facts.
So,
facts.
My question is, do you agree or disagree?
Even if you hit a trigger in life, it still won't get rid of Saitama. Which is the crazy
You're right. See, so even then, it's worse than I said.
Like I said, the card shouldn't have been printed. They should have put cards in the game to handle him. I understand he's a gag character. Nobody in his verse can beat him. He is the strongest of all time. He is the utmost. He's broken, right? Why the fuck does that apply to other animes that we don't know what he theoretically can do in them? Right? It's like a death battle situation. Like, oh, Saitama versus Goku. Ah, it's one of them. Why are we subjugated to that? Why are we subjugated to a 10 drop that you could play out pretty easily in the yellow deck? And like Sarge said, it's an easy block every single time with no other cards to interact with it except for itself saying, oh, he stays suspended for a turn. Okay, nigga, he's still gonna be there the next turn. What?
You can infinite void him, and that's TLDR.
You can suspend
Can
him
you
with
infinite void him?
yeah, you can. Because
It just keeps him rested in between
yeah,
turns?
keep him rested. That's all you really can do. You can Hitsugaya, stun him. Okay, can you swing for
Okay.
game that turn?
Something interesting about Saitama if you stun him. The yellow one, if you attack. And hang on, what is that? So if you attack with yellow Saitama, his effect after your attack, when attacking, stuns him. If you hit him with another stun card, his effect will check to attempt to unsuspend on on the end of your turn, which at the end of his turn, which it won't, and then the next time it would as well. I believe it won't unsuspend the following turn because it will attempt to check again. But if you stun it with an effect, it will stay locked. So it's
So
kind of like that. It's kind of like a slow king effect.
So he stays stunned.
I believe since it's stunned by its effect,
Mhm.
and let's say in the aura,
Mhm.
say the next time it would. So now the first next time it would be his effect. It attempted to. It will not. Whether they say both check at the same time, that's up to whoever the judge is.
Facts, because I thought it went off of the fact that like the next time it would try to unsuspend, and since that try to unsuspend is the last thing that stunned it, is the time it would target it.
Now, I would believe you would go put turn player effect. Since his effect says
Yeah.
it will not tap. Let me read real quick.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole other conversation for like ruling questions videos. This is a tier list. This is our tier list. We're sidetracking.
Right.
This video is already going to be an hour and 32 minutes. I'm uploading it all raw, dog. I'm not cutting it up. I do not cut shit up. Please follow Countless 5V. You know, I'm trying to post more shit on here and get more active in it. More Union Reading content. Digimon coming soon. These niggas can't fuck with War Grandma. Fuck Shaman, fuck War Grandma. Seizure Mod, yep, well what? I play that deck too, so I can't even diss it. But fuck Mother D Reaper because you know War Grandma slapped that shit up. And Kabuterimon ain't shit.
I'm still waiting for you to say something relevant. Hold up.
I'm still hey, Greymon, best deck in the format, baby. Wait till that support come out. Best deck in the format, baby.